This shelter that has been built looks no less than a piece of art, because it has been built between some very large trees, and it has such a fantastic combination of wooden planks and round logs that a magnificent house hanging in the air has been created. Ren started all this because he didn't feel like looking after his grandson, so he decided to come to the forest and start a new life. The strong and straight trees standing in front of him became natural pillars for him. First, he strengthened the foundation well. Under each pillar, he added extra supporting logs. Then he took some round logs as thick as his arm and joined them to create a small ladder-like structure. When he measured the distance of the upper part, he picked up his axe and started making cuts on the tree bark at the exact right places. He made notches on the edges of the logs according to the measurements, then he gave them a fine shape with a chisel. In this way, a triangular frame was made. The effect of years spent in the gym was clearly visible, as he could easily lift even the heavy logs. In a short while, he arranged all the remaining logs in a line and prepared a perfectly shaped floor. This platform, built about 5 meters above the ground, was so strong that standing on it gave complete confidence. Darkness fell quickly. Thankfully, Ren had already built a small temporary shelter. After a hard day's work, it was now time to eat. Ren put a pan on the fire, heated oil, and after adding the food items, he started frying them well. After cooking for about 45 minutes, a wonderful hot meal was ready. After eating, Ren cut some thin pieces of wood, and as the snow started to fall, he realized that winter had now arrived, so he increased the pace of his work. He joined those pieces of wood perfectly straight to make the walls. Slowly, the walls started gaining height. Then he placed beams on the roof, and covered the entire roof with a large waterproof sheet, so there would be no chance of water getting inside. Then he covered the inner walls with a light cotton-like thermal paper. To make the interior even better, Ren started to seal the wooden walls even more thoroughly with a sponge-like material. Each board was placed at the correct angle to keep the heat inside. When the walls were complete, considering the lack of space, he prepared a small dining table in a corner. Then he made a small hole in the wall so that the chimney pipe could go straight out. He also installed fireproof insulation properly so that smoke wouldn't fill the inside. He placed dry wood and, as always, lit a fire. Now, with the warmth of that fireplace, the night became even more peaceful. So Ren made a good balance of vegetables and meat, placed it on the hot coals, and cooked it again for about 45 minutes. Meanwhile, Ren didn't sit idle. He was strengthening the roof by adding a mesh. This was going to be his home now, and he really liked this place. There was peace on his face while he ate. The next morning, as soon as it was lightly lit, Ren got back to work. Today's target was to build a door. He prepared a rectangular frame from the same wood and then fitted a solid door made of strong carbon-treated wood. Now that door was fitted into the frame. The small empty space left at the top, he had intentionally left for a small window. Then he filled the empty spaces with thin logs. No matter how it looked, there was no lack of security now. He carbon-treated every small piece of wood with a flamethrower so that no air or water could get into the gaps in the walls. As the camera shows the entire shelter, it is clear that his new home, built 5 meters high, is now completely finished.